and thank you for joining me on the show today. This is the Now Talks, a collection of inspiring personal stories and leadership lessons from some of the world's most iconic leaders. It is the weekly podcast for women in leadership, brought to you by Nations of Women. My name is Dr. Tina Allton, and I'm your host for today and the coming weeks. Wow, I don't know about you, but Christmas was amazing. It wasn't without all the usual challenges of everybody in the kitchen and everybody wanting to help. And it's like, get out of the kitchen. This is my kitchen. Or maybe not. I don't know. But it was lovely to have all the children home, including cousins, the in-laws, brothers, sisters, siblings, everybody home. And the best part for us was having our little ones sleep over, which was incredible. So anyhow, I thought we could cast a little view today and look at, okay, so Christmas has been, what's next? How do we renew our strength? How do we renew ourselves? Strength being physical strength, because my goodness, getting ready for Christmas, catering for Christmas, or getting everybody organized for Christmas is exhausting. It can be physically exhausting. So how do we renew ourselves? How do we renew our strength? And what reflections can we have in this season, right? I want us to today look at how can we be embracing the quiet and yet profound moments of the days after Christmas, starting today. It is indeed a very unique time for reflection, for renewal, and preparing for the new year ahead. So today I've got some 7 keys for us, or 7 themes, if you want to look at it that way, that can help us to find peace, help us to find clarity in this period of great transition. So first up is reflecting on the Christmas experience. The day after Christmas is perfect. Today is the perfect day to reflect on your experiences, on your emotions. And in this way, in this regard, what do I mean by reflecting on your experiences? As some of you might still have family around, maybe like my family, you might have family around until maybe the new year. So share with your family, share with your friends, what has this Christmas meant to you? Or maybe what does Christmas in general mean to you? Including the joys and the challenges. You have to be willing to not just share the joys, but also the challenges, because as we share our challenges as well, guess what? We give other people the permission to excel, to breathe, right? To know that, oh my word, I'm not by myself. I'm not alone, and that other people go through challenges as well. Because sometimes it might feel like you're alone when you're going through a challenge. So yeah, that is a great action in terms of, your first point of reflection after Christmas. Write it down if you don't want to share it, because sometimes it's not everything that you feel, everything that comes to mind, or every experience that you have to let it out to somebody, right? So it might be best to write it down. But if you can, then muster the courage and share with someone what this Christmas meant to you. Remember to add the joys and the challenges. And another practical tip is keep a journal to capture these reflections, both for insight and for your own growth. And point number 2, managing post-holiday blues. How can you manage all the holiday blues? It's common to feel a sense of maybe loneliness or emptiness after the beautiful climax of Christmas with family, with friends. Or maybe your Christmas wasn't, as big and wild and fun and wild and loud, and maybe because of circumstances. And therefore, it's okay. It's still okay to feel that sense of emptiness, that sense of sadness, that sense of quietude, right? Recognizing these feelings is very vital in managing them. And I say this time and time and time again. I'm sure when you read other books around, or you will know that, psychologists, we would always say, don't squash down your emotions, don't squash down your feelings. Name them, face them, push through them, walk through them, acknowledge them, but just don't camp there. Just don't build your house in those emotions, because that's what will get you stuck. So, how do you manage those feelings after Christmas? Engage in something uplifting, an activity. If you're feeling low, check in on your neighbor, right? Check in on your neighbor, or just go for a walk and just smile at people. Say hello to people. Engage in something that is uplifting, because if you keep yourself to yourself, then it's going to make it even more harder, because you're going to feel that sense of loneliness when the longer you are with yourself. So go out, go for a walk in the fresh air. Doesn't matter if it's raining, you know jump up and down in the puddles, be like a little kid again, and just see how your spirit is lifted up. A great tip: if you don't feel like going out and jumping up and down or getting in the fresh air, then get connected. Connect with friends, connect with somebody else. Check in on your neighbors, share your feelings, share, share it, tell somebody, right? Just don't keep it to yourself. So I hope that helps you. Appreciating simplicity and quietness is the next point I want us to look at. What do I mean by that? There's a lot of hustle that goes just before Christmas. And now it's all calm, even in the shops. So it is really a gift that we can appreciate, right? Because oftentimes I think it's so easy to overlook everything that's going on, everything, the quietude. It's so easy to overlook that your glass might still be half full, not half empty, half full. Because the moment you look at it as half empty, then you are focused on lack, on not being enough, that there is something missing, something broken. But if you flip it and you switch it up, and you always maintain an attitude and a mindset of gratitude, and realize, my glass is half full, you know that there is no emptiness, there is nothing lacking, nothing missing, and you feel fuller in your life. So spend time in a quiet setting. Enjoy all the moments where you can really deeply just soak it in, and pour your gratitude out on, wow, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, the small things, and yes, the big things as well. Great tip is have a quiet time, or you might say meditation, right? Have a quiet time and meditate on these moments of great gratitude, and see your heart just be full. It will change your mindset, it will change your attitude, it will change your outlook and perspective on life and everything else that is ahead. So be grateful for the festive moment. Reflect on gratitude for the moments shared can bring a sense of fulfillment. List the aspect of Christmas that you're most grateful for. What is it that you're most grateful for? Right? List those down, or tell someone. A great tip: create a gratitude box and put all the little things that, wow, I'm so grateful for this. And it can be simple as, I'm so grateful I got to the bus stop and my bus came within a minute, right? Within 2 minutes, or I didn't have to wait too long for the train, or the person at the checkout was so great, was so kind to me. And I think I need to share this with you. So I went to the shops yesterday because there was an eye pencil I wanted to buy from Bobbi Brown. And so I went to, I don't actually have a local store anymore, it's closed, but they have like a little desk or kiosk inside one of the big shops. It's called Boots. So Bobby Brown has a shop. They have a desk or a little area, let's say, inside Boots in Bromley. Now I went up and the lady there, her name was Joanne. And so we found the pencil that I wanted. She's like, oh, I don't even have any in stock. But my goodness, the way she took her time, it just really focused on me and helped me. We were trying to find another, pencil, but the shade obviously didn't work. But it was just, I came home really, really grateful for the fact that she didn't rush with me because, hey, like we don't have any. Okay, bye, go next. But she just really took her time with me. And that is something that is going in my gratitude box because I'm grateful that somebody took their time, even though they couldn't help me, they took their time to listen and to look at other ways they could help me. So, it doesn't have to be hugely, but for me, this is big, right? When people pay you attention, when people give you their time, it's the greatest gift of all that anybody can ever give you. So for me, yes, it was a great, great gift. Another point or takeout or something to think about is reevaluating traditions and experiences. It's a chance to think about what traditions have you enjoyed and which one might you change. If you have children, how are you going to teach them about the traditions that your family have? Maybe share with them, how did these traditions, start? What is the importance of it? What is the purpose of it? How does it help us as a family to bond? How does it help us as a family to find strength, to be unified, to find love, to find joy, and really to find support with one another? I don't know, that it's important to think about what traditions you've enjoyed and maybe some that needs to be changed. So, tip, action is reflect on it and keep or adapt, right? Keep or adapt and include your children as well. So, a tip here is keep notes on future holiday preferences. It might be your summer holiday, it might be your Easter break, it might be a little break that you have. What traditions can you incorporate into your life that becomes part of the legacy that you leave with your family or with your children? Now, it's important to look ahead with optimism, great optimism. Now, this year has been challenging. It hasn't been without its challenges. It's been challenges, absolutely. However, it's the great time to look ahead with hope, with positivity, with a sense of there is still hope, with a sense of it's going to get better, with a sense of there is still breath in your lungs, with a sense of, you know what, I can do this, right? So, how are you going to do that? Think about your aspirations and what's your goals for the new year. If you don't have any goals or any aspirations, then it's like just going through life without any aim. It's just meaningless, really. Having some goals, having some aspirations helps you to find meaning because guess what? Your goals, as you're pursuing your goals, you get the opportunity to help others along the way. You get the opportunity to serve others. And there is great, great, great joy when you get to serve others as well. Um, and so set some goals, have some aspirations, and find I would say find the things that makes you really come alive and make sure that one of those is somewhere in your goals. A tip for that is start a vision board or list, your intentions for the coming year and actually include your children, include the whole family. Ask at the table, all the various meals you're going to be having. What are your dreams for 2024? What are your aspirations for 2024? What is the one thing you really, really, really want to achieve for 2024, right? We do this as a family sometimes, not necessarily just at Christmas, but every now and then I chip in, what are you really looking forward to? Maybe towards the end of the month or whatever it is, but because we're really at the end of the year, it's a perfect time to look forward to the new year and think about what is going to be your aspirations and what are your goals. Now, finally, embrace change. Because if you're not changing, then there's something like there's the saying that when you're not changing, then you're dying. So use this time wisely to contemplate on your own personal growth. How are you going to grow in the year 2024? And by that, I don't mean, all the yummy dinners you're going to eat or lunch you're going to eat that's going to help you grow. No, I mean, how are you really going to grow as a person, as a leader, as a woman? What areas in your life, what areas in your character, or maybe what habits needs a little, help? How are you going to grow? Identify one area in your life that you wish to improve or change in the upcoming year. And a great tip to do that is just simply draft an actionable plan for this change. Set small but yet achievable targets. So I hope this helps you in covering our time together whilst we've been reflecting on Christmas, managing the post-holiday blues, appreciating the quiet, and practicing gratitude. Reevaluate your traditions, look ahead with optimism, and embrace personal change. Find one area that is going to really help you to move forward in your purpose, in your calling, and work on that area. So remember, this period offers us a chance to pause, to ponder, and to hope, to be hopeful, and to really fill our hearts with gratitude, just for the simple fact that there is still breath in our lungs. And remember that there is always hope. As my dear friend Emra would say, there's always hope. And so until I come your way next time, my prayer and my hope, and in my heart, I really do hope that you'd find peace, you'd find clarity in these moments of reflection, and that you will choose to look forward to growing and thriving in the days ahead, and especially in the new year. And so with that, I bid you goodbye instead, and I will be back with you in the new year. May all your plans and your preparations towards the new year be fulfilling. And thank you for being with us, for the whole year since we launched this podcast. We couldn't have done it without you. So thank you for joining us, for listening every week. And if this is, helping you and you're finding value in it, then remember to share it with your friends as well. Until then, take care, Merry Christmas, and a very Happy New Year. Bye-bye. And that's all for this week. You've been listening to Dr. Tina Allton with the Now Talks, the weekly podcast for women in leadership, brought to you by Nations of Women. All that remains is for me to say have a fantastic week, stay safe, and reach out if you need any help now at nationsofwomen.com. Until next time, enjoy the pursuit of your potential, and remember, now is your time.